I've been around many clubs more than enough, and you'll always hear those terms, family club and close-knit, and everyone knows each other and stuff, which is great. But I can honestly say Newry is, without a doubt, it epitomises a family club. Everyone that's involved with the club is here just because of pure love for the club. It's nothing more. You just eat, breathe, sleep, getting here on a match day. The club's massive for the community, and it's down to us as players to hopefully have a team on the pitch to make everyone to be proud of, and that starts with getting the club back to where it belongs. Earliest football memories probably going out watching my two brothers out locally here in Carnbean, and one of the teams they were playing was a player short, probably about 3-4 years above my age group, and was a player short, as I say, and turned around and see me on the sideline and said to my mum, "Is he okay to play?" And I threw a kit on me. I was playing against my brother's team, and the kit was down to my ankles, and I went on and I think I scored 2 or 3 goals in that match. And then from that moment on, they were like, "This wee boy needs to go and play somewhere," so I ended up just going playing locally for Demully, and then Freeways just up the road. And just looking back, probably Freeways was probably whenever I was starting to really fall in love with football. It was probably when I was about 8 or 9. You look around now and you don't see many kids out with a ball in their hand in the street, whereas when I was growing up, that's all you did, that's all you knew. You always had a ball and knocking on your mate's door, going to play headers and volleys or down to the local pitch. But earliest memories of coming down here was coming down with Dad and my brothers, and back then Newry was an established Premier League club, and used to get the likes of Middlesbrough. I remember Middlesbrough coming over and Ravenelli playing. Man United brought a team over, so coming down and doing ball boy and stuff like that, seeing English Premier League teams coming over was amazing at the time. And then just on a Saturday after my local game in the Lisburn League, coming down watching the first team in the Premiership. As I said, the clubs when I was younger was always an established Premier League club, and seeing the likes of Linfield, the Glentoran, and the big teams coming down, seeing the stands filled, it was great, and that's what my Saturdays were involved whenever I was younger. Yeah, to anyone to get across England, it's not an easy thing to do, and then to be able to stay over there for as long as I did and have a relatively successful career, loads of memories to look back on, playing in some big games, and then obviously internationally for any player that gets the privilege, or it's an honour to represent your country. So when I think back of playing for Northern Ireland, that's the first thing I would think of is immense pride and a massive honour. But it's not something that I kind of really think about now. It's probably now in the nearer future, when the playing days come to an end, I'll probably look back in a few years' time and then maybe sort of reflect on it. But I don't really think too much about it at the moment. But no, it's been enjoyable and lots of good experiences. It's about playing football and just getting back, enjoying playing it and playing regularly. And at the time, obviously, we were in the Championship, and once I spoke to Darren and he told me his plans, I knew straight away I was going to enjoy it. I knew most of the boys that was already here, so it was just a case of getting my head down and getting back to enjoying playing football again. And the aim was to win the league that season, which we did, and then hopefully establish Newry as a Premiership club, as I remember from when I was growing up. Obviously last year was a disappointing year for us. Obviously we got relegated after a tough season, but hopefully this season's going to be another chance to put that right and hopefully get the club back to where we all know it belongs. This is the 4th season back home. The strides from that first season when I come back to even now, like even the coverage, the games being on the TV, Sky games, the cup finals, the attendances, everything's just sort of went up another 2 or 3 levels, and hopefully that's going to continue, because say there's loads of ability within the league. There's players that have proved it, that have made moves and gone across, and they continue to have successful careers, and not just being a part, but being key players in teams across the water. And as I say, you will see a lot more clubs from across the water with eyes on the Irish League now, because they know the pool of talents there, and it's just about giving those players the chance and the platform to go and express themselves. And hopefully that's going to continue to be the case, and there'll be plenty more players from these shores to get across and forge a career across the water.